Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
Hello, Ray.
Hey, Caveman, what you doing? What are you hiding for?
I missed the Ken Shamrock interview, so I think I have to hide my face for the rest of the podcast.
Just your luck, Caveman. Just your luck. He pops up when you're not here. He pops up.
Yeah, Wednesday, no show. Thursday, no show. Friday, you show up at 10. Wanted to start early. I got out of the gym late. I missed them. In 17 minutes, I missed them.
Yep.
How was it? Was he cool to do a podcast with?
Don't worry, Caveman. We make it up with Frank.
I hope so. Are we gonna get Frank back ever?
We go get him back.
All right. So you did hang out with Ken Shamrock today. You guys were up at the Valor tryouts. How did it go today?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. A lot of people showed up and was ready to rock.
How many people do you think there were?
You had two students there, Caveman.
I did. I had two guys there. I had two of my guys, but how many guys were at the tryouts?
I want to say maybe over 45, maybe.
Man, that's a lot. I heard there's a hole in the wall now.
Yeah. Some guy named Wolf.
Some guy named Wolf put a hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Did our boy D-Ron knock him out?
Oh, I ain't knock him out, but he hurt him.
Yeah.
You heard him. D-Ron, the big boy. I wouldn't want to get hit by D-Ron.
Me either, dude. Big shout out to that man, D-Ron. I saw all the comments he put in the chat last time. Like, I'm glad he made it out there. I'm glad he got his opportunity. I'm glad he made the most of it. Hopefully, they pick him up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I heard another old alumni was there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Butch.
The Joe Taylor stalker.
Oh. Oh yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
I seen him in the ring, but I didn't get to watch his match, so I don't know how he did.
Yeah. He was a pro too. I wonder how good he did.
Yeah.
We may have a couple guests on today. I'm not sure. I have an open invite for oh man, I forgot the guy's name already. The guy that came on that was supposed to fight Reichart on the reservation fights. I told him if he pops on here, we'll shoot him a link. And then Catelyn Phillips, Baby Stamp, whatever, Baby Stamp. If she jumps on, we'll shoot her a link. She actually came to my gym. But I want to talk about Butch and Bubba real quick. I want to make sure I give them a huge shout out as our coach. I want to make sure that we talk about the event first. And do you know how many people are going to pick from there? Is it like Dana White's contender? Is like the winners win, or just like one person, or maybe nobody, or everybody, or how's it work?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You were hanging out with them all day, right?
Yeah, but they just. I don't know. It's gonna depend, Caveman. It's gonna depend on the character of the guy and skills, I guess.
Yeah.
So if you put on a little show with the smack talking or whatever, they might like that.
I want to give a big shout out to my dude Butch. I wasn't able to make it today. I was running class. Actually, I did a long class today. I had people from out of town come in, so we did some early rolling. But Butch went out today at 54. He represented the gym. He did a pretty good job. So I wasn't there, but Ray was there, so he's gonna give us the play-by-play.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Butch, man. He's tough as hell. He went swinging. He got some good hits in there, and they were just banging, man. Butch trading hits, and then his cardio kind of betrayed him, and he couldn't hang no more, so he just took a knee, and
yeah. He told me his his knees got real wobbly. Like he lost his legs a little bit, and like he took a knee to take a stand 8 count. So guess what I told him?
You told him good job?
Oh no,
Oh.
I told him he should stop banging his wife. So because women weaken legs, dog.
Oh man. Yeah, but I'm proud. I'm proud of Bush, man.
Yeah.
Somebody hits age to do what he did there, to bang, and fight, man. I'd rather have that dude on my side, man.
Look at that. Bush is like I said, bang your wife. So Bush is so awesome. He's a very good husband.
Yeah, I love you, Bush, man. You're a good dude, man. You're a warrior, and not a lot of people could do what you do. So
yeah, so they didn't really class the fighters too much, huh? It was kind of just match you up. But hey, you go with him.
They had a scale there, so I guess they was weighing people to try to match up as best as possible, I guess.
Yeah, but not like skill or age. How young do you think the guy that was that
you gotta ask Bush that, he might know, but I'm pretty sure the guy was up in age too, but not like Bush though. Probably the dude's in his 40s, maybe.
Yeah, Bush said the dude got abs and everything, so like he was pretty impressed by that guy.
Oh yeah, he did have. Now I'm like, yeah.
He did. Bush, if you don't know Bush, he's kind of a bowling ball. He's lost a lot of weight. He's been training, but like he's definitely an older guy and a little bit he's a little bit heavy for whatever weight class he's in. We would get him down obviously if he's gonna fight. But him and Josh, they just went up. They found out about it this week when we started doing a show, and he put in his application on Wednesday or Thursday. So he decided to do it on Wednesday or Thursday, and then Josh decided to do it Friday. So that's even crazier. His son Josh, and so I got this has been weighing on me all day. So I was
before we start, Caveman, how old is Josh?
Josh is 17. So he's 17. He's not 18 yet. So like I have mixed feelings about this because so I'll give the whole story. So the first thing I see online that Bubba, I heard from you and from Bush is like 17. I heard from you and Bush that Josh was gonna spar with Bubba, right? And then I was at the gym and I seen the video of the sparring. I seen that it was sent, but I couldn't watch it at the gym. And then before I left the gym, I was mopping the mats and I read, I whooped this guy and I beat him up from Bubba, and like I stopped this guy and he was like on wobbly legs. I was like, oh my god. So Butch beat up, Butch been a pro for like 20, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, like so Bubba's been a pro for like 8 years, and Josh hasn't even sparred anybody yet. So this is like the first time he's really like even sparred. So it was Butch and Bubba, and then I read this thing, and I was like, man, motherfucker, I was so fucking mad. And then like Bubba's writing that he beat a 15-year-old up, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and but in Bubba's defense, he messaged Butch a few times and checked up on Josh and whatever, dude. But that's still a little bit jacked up. And then I saw the match, so I think this match is just going to speak for itself. I'm going to play this right now because I have it ready to go. I'm going to cue this up. I'm going to play this, and I don't even think I need to say anything after we watch this.
3 minutes on the bell.
job, buddy. Appreciate
I mean, like, I don't think you need to say anything else. Like, you see what happened. Like, it's pretty not so bad for your first time sparring against a pro that's trying to like really fight with you.
Yeah. So why did they stop the fight, Caveman? What was told to you?
I don't know. Like, they probably don't want to see anyone get really hurt. There's obviously a little bit of a mismatch in skill. You can see that Bubba's more relaxed and like taking the shots, but like, man, like, I don't know. It wasn't. That's pretty good for his first time sparring. Really, like, I would give it to him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he never
I don't know. I
sparred
wouldn't be.
before, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be like super proud of that. Josh was gagging. Oh man, what the hell's going on with you, Chadwicks? Butch has too much sex, and Josh is gagging.
Caveman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Butch. I'm sorry, Josh, if you're watching this.
Can't Shamrock didn't want no vomit in the ring.
Yeah. No comment.
But Josh did pretty good. He was, and especially in the beginning, he was. I just wish he would have just stayed technical with it with the boxing. Using the jab more.
Yeah.
And then come with the right hand. He did pretty
So,
good.
like,
Though I'm proud of him and Butch, man.
Yeah, I think I was kind of an asshole for being mad about it. Like, man, I was so mad at Bubba when I read this. I was like, man, you're talking about pounding a 15-year-old and like.
But K-Man, he's your student, so you go feel some type of way,
Yeah. That's what I like. It's a little bit of that in me coming out, but man, that really made me want to jump back in the ring and punch Bubba in the face. Like, I was like so mad today, and then like, man, like, I'm just happy that he actually reached out to like Butch and checked up on Josh and stuff. So like, I kind of feel like an asshole, but I kind of don't. Like, Bubba's like a tough dude, man, because like he's such an asshole at times. Like, he's a real fucking piece of shit. But sometimes he's good too. Like, there's like that battle in between bad and good. You know what I mean? And I don't want to bring up the bad.
Oh, when he's selling them tickets, oh boy,
he does sell the tickets, dude. Yeah, like
when he's hunting you down for a ticket to.
Oh yeah, you better. You tell me buying a ticket, you better take care of the ticket. And I was just mad about it. I'm like, you always feel like you got one more left in you, and then like, this is a good segue to get away from this before I say things I can't take back, and we'll jump into how about Robbie Lawler, man? What a way to go out. Oh, Ray's got to read now, so we're gonna get a slow response here.
Where's the gym, Ray? Eastern Hill Mall. Are you talking about the gym with the tryout? What's that?
Oh, my gym? My gym is here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Martial Arts. We're in Niagara Falls. We are right in the Niagara Climbing Center, and we're open for business all the time. And of course, this show is brought to you by Integrity Martial Arts.
I think Ed Rogers want to do some training, K-Man, some more time.
Yeah, come train. Dude, like, I watched Ed's live the other day with him driving, and the way those people stop in front of his truck, he should probably want to come in the gym and punch people in the mouth, man. Like, God, dog, I feel sorry for him at times.
I got to check them videos out.
Yeah. Every now and then he'll post one during the day of him driving. I'm like, oh my god, man, that's rough.
So what's the address, K-Man? Get the man the address.
1333 Stroud Avenue. It's right off of the boulevard. It's right behind the Tim Hortons. Please come check us out. We're there every day. Kids classes during the week every day at 6 to 7. Adult class is 7:30 to whenever we close, or I have a private, whatever comes first. Sometimes I'd be stuck there till midnight. Ray knows because Ray's like, "What time you got at the gym, Caveman?" I'll be like, I should be home by like midnight. Oh, I'm drinking Monsters today in honor of Patchy Mix. Patchy's sponsored by Monster, so like I'm gonna hook him up and drink a Monster on some of these podcasts now, just for Pat.
You know what? I get one too. I will get one for the next podcast and be like, Monsters.
Yeah. Even though Rockstar is my favorite, I'll drink some Monster for to help support Pat.
What was the other one? Remember Afro Pat? The pussy.
Oh, he had Pussy. Pussy Energy.
Pussy.
Yeah. That one tastes like dog shit though. Hell yeah.
Oh, Ed Rogers. If you come, Ed Rogers, I would train with you, brother. Me, the big boys.
Yeah. I got some big dudes, man, like Jared and you and Ed and and I got
let's do it. I swear to God, Ed Rogers, you do it. I'm down with you, brother. We get some training.
Ray has a membership, he just doesn't come. Ray's the best member ever because he just pays and he never shows up. Like that's the best kind of member I can get. Doesn't take up any space. Comes in, he works out for like 5 minutes, and he's like, "I'll just help you guys out." He's the best. I got some big guys, man. You can get in there and we get some rolls in. It'd be great. It's always great to have good people in the gym. Yeah, Ray.
Let's do it, Ed. Hell yeah.
I'll show you guys both the schedule and I'll start a group chat with the three of us and we can work that out. Look, I'm doing business on here now. I can write this off. This is great. This is great for my taxes, guys. Thanks for the help. I'm not gonna post your number here, Ed, but thanks. Cool. We'll get it going.
I'm gonna keep Ed's number in my phone because I had his number before, but I got a new phone now.
Yeah.
And a new number.
Ray has to change his phone all the time. Every time he's busted for the coke dealing. I need a new phone. Oh, I see. I'm not supposed to talk about that on the podcast. I'm sorry, everybody. Anyways, did you check out any of the UFC, Ray?
What's up?
Did you check out any of the UFC?
Nah, I didn't get to check it out. But let's talk about it though. I want to know what happened.
Robbie Lawler had his retirement match, and
Okay.
he knocked the dude out in like, I don't know, a minute and a half. I was on my way to get some energy drinks while it was going on, and man, did he he looked fucking phenomenal, dude. Like as good as he's ever looked. And they even he knocked him out so quick, dude. They weren't ready, so they had to run some ads, and they just ran like his career, and it was nice to watch, dude. It was so great to watch him go out with a big win. Or if you're conspiracy theorists, they knew that they set it up so he could win, and they had that all set up so they could run it, and that could be too. But he looked really good, and man, there's no better representative of an MMA fighter than Robbie Lawler.
I mean, hey man, he started. I forgot what UFC was. It UFC 40. Ken Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz.
Yeah,
And he was like 19 years old.
Yep.
He was
And then,
19 years old.
Ed's jumping ahead, but he's like, he can't believe Whitaker lost. Duplessis, stop Whitaker, man. Like, the word in our gym was we were talking about this all the time in the gym, and me and Nick Blackwell and some of the other guys. Nick Blackwell, his full name is Nick Blackwell. We always call him that because I forgot his name once, so I have to call his full name all the time.
Hey man, I gotta go.
You gotta
One
go.
second, I gotta get something at the door.
All right, I'll keep talking. Anyways, Whitaker got stopped. Duplessis beat him, and then Ray's like, "Hello." Got some Pornhub stuff going on over there. Anyways, Duplessis got the win, and then the Stylebender came into the ring, and they had a big showdown, and there were some racial epithets thrown, and that looks like it's going to be a great fight. I cannot wait to see that fight happen. I haven't seen Adesanya not like a guy in so long. It's so good to see that. I think we're going to see one of his best fights in a long time when he comes out there and he dropped some big hands on the guy. One other thing, Bo Nickel with a huge knockout. I'm a huge Bo Nickel fan. He came through, and everyone expected him to get a quick early submission, and he came through and he got a knockout. So Bo Nickel, awesome knockout, and man, it was a good card. I didn't see too much of it. I just saw the highlights, but it was really, really good. And then in some local news, oh man, you had a chocolate milk delivered?
Yep.
Ray's like, I got a podcast. I'm gonna grub up with chocolate milk. Did you bang the delivery guy?
This is the best chocolate milk ever. Hold up.
You have an intense chocolate milk. You like that?
Yep. Here we go.
Nice. He's like, I'll give you a tip. Or I'm gonna gag. Josh and a gagging mouthpiece. I'm just kidding.
Ken Shamrock like, hell no.
I
It's over.
I'm gonna have that. I had that joke for like the next 20 years. That was Butch should stop saying that. He submitted Tiki at UFC 40. That was his debut. Robbie Lawler, if you forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I talked about the Adesanya Duplessis showdown in the middle of the cage when Adesanya was screaming the N-word at him.
Wait, what? He was screaming the N-word?
Yeah, he says, "You're my N, you're my N."
Oh shit!
Because they got some trash talk. Because Duplessis says he's not really from Nigeria because he lives in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then there's that other video of him. They were talking about this on Rogan, but I saw it a while ago, anyways, too. Of Adesanya saying, I'm Chinese." When he fought in China, it's so funny. So many crazy things are going on. Another big news and note, I had Baby Stamp, Caitlin Phillips came into the gym this weekend and she got some work in. We kind of had like a group session with Boom, us, and whatever gym she's from, Phoenix or the Templar Dojo. And they came in and they got some work in. And I was mildly impressed by her stand-up. It was not as bad as it shows in the cage. She's definitely she's got more. She either added more tools since the last time she fought, or she has some performance problems in the cage. And either way, man, I was a little bit impressed. And her groundwork was exactly where I thought it was, and it needs some work. But man, she's got a kickboxing fight coming up in Attica the week after K-4. So best wishes to her. And if she's jumping in here, we'll shoot her a message. So anytime you're in here, shoot us a message and we'll put you on. Right? I'm looking for the K-4 card too. While we're talking.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Ray. What were you gonna say?
Hey, man, I was gonna say. So, certain fighters, they look good in the gym, right? Hitting the pads and hitting the punching bags, whatever. And then when they come to fight, it's like techniques are thrown out and they just go swinging. And
right?
They look completely different. So you think that's the case there?
I think that she has either a problem with aggression, like she feels bad, like beating the girls up or something, or maybe she's at the point where she wants to. She's a little bit scared to throw that first punch and like get the exchange going, and like if I don't hit her hard, she won't hit me hard, something like that. Because she's kind of like freezes up at times, but man, she was moving pretty good and throwing some heat. I did a couple rounds with her too, and she got a long way to go on the ground. Like I don't think she should be fighting MMA, and I know some of the commissions are talking about not letting her fight, but dude, I was mildly impressed by her. Like I went in with pretty low expectations, and I came out, impressed. And like I love that. Like even though I talk shit about a lot of people in here, like I'll have every one of them come in and punch me in the face. You know, that's why I love having the K4 guys in. I'm getting a list on my phone, all the K4 guys that we've had in the gym, and they come in and we spar and we beat each other up. And like, if I talk shit about you, man, I will always go. I'll step on the mat with you, and like we can, you know, you can show me what you're all about. And like I like that part of the sport too.
Now, Caveman, do you think the commission, like in the future, or would change the rules a little bit for the MMA match? Like they would, you would have to be like a blue belt to fight MMA.
I think it's hard to say that because I mean I think you have to go by record and how the people look in the cage because like being a blue belt doesn't mean shit. There's some really, really, really bad blue belts that fucking are terrible. Like they couldn't be a lot of white belts, and there's some blue belts that beat me. Like I'm a black belt, and I'm saying this right now. If you're not a competition black belt, which I'm not, there are blue belts that will like own your lunch and fucking some world champs, right? Like got this guy that comes in, Mohammed, and if we did a point match, man, he might beat me. Like it's close. I mean, he won't tap me, but like the rules are different.
Yeah.
And then like the rules of jiu-jitsu don't really matter in MMA because it's different. Like when you can punch, everything changes, you know?
Yep.
There's no way to really regulate it besides for like your wins and losses. And when the losses pile up, they start talking about not letting you fight though. So it's important that you speckle some wins in with those losses. Yeah. All right. So you want to get into the K4 card?
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm scrolling down now to see what the first match announced was. And the first match that was announced was Ransom versus Eddings. We're finally going to see Tyreek in the cage. He was supposed to fight the 765 hairy guy, and that fell through. So hopefully this time he gets in there and gets a fight.
So what we know about the other guy?
I don't know too much about him.
I know. I think I know. He trains at the same gym Dennis trains at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I was talking. You're right. Yeah, so he'll be really good, man. That'd be a good fight.
So he's coming from a good gym too. So
yeah,
it's gonna be two guys coming from good gyms.
I'm really sold on Tyreek, man. He's got so much power. I cannot wait to actually see him fight. He's so big, and he only getting bigger. Keith is trying to make him die, and he only be getting bigger. So that's good to see. Like I would not want to have to hold pads for that man. That's a big ass dude.
Oh, I could imagine holding pads for him.
Sponsors. Then Abu Bajor's taking on Hughes. That's another fight that we got going on. That poor guy, man. This is like the third K4 card he's supposed to be on, and hopefully he gets a fight this time. Hughes fought on the last card. We commentated him. He's a pretty solid fighter. I don't know about the WNY guy. I still don't even know how to say his name right, even though he's been on 3 cards. I haven't seen him in the locker room yet, so I haven't been able to ask him how to say his name. I know I'm killing your name, dude. I apologize. And you can punch me in the face about it later. And dude, I'm terrible with names. I'm like probably the worst person that should ever be a commentator. But I love the sport too much to not be a commentator. I'm sure we're gonna get with Ben, and we'll team up our podcast, the AOJ and Caveman's Corner, and or all the calls AOC. I'm sorry. Oh man, that's the worst AOC. Podcast names suck.
Damn. Hey, he's selling shirts now.
Yeah, he's selling shirts. I said we gotta get some Caveman's Corner shirts. I'll get on top of that, and we'll get some kind of telemarketer thing going on in here. Sell some stuff. We're not very good at monetizing our stuff. We just do this for fun, really. But we'll get better at it.
We're gonna do like the old WWF hotline.
Yeah, 1-900.
You want information on K4? Call Caveman.
Yeah, that's gonna be man. I can't wait to see this guy fight. That'll be a banger. Then we got Sean Doyle against Oliver Gino. We talked about this fight a little bit before on the last podcast, but this one is going to be a banger. Those two guys are some of the best Muay Thai guys in the area.
It's going to be Western New York versus New York City.
Yeah. Who you going for, Ray?
You know what? I was born in Brooklyn. I was born in New York City, so I don't know. I mean,
I
Sean
know, Doug.
Doyle.
This is tough for you. Doyle
Yeah,
is like Sean
he's
Doyle might be
tough,
the
man.
best person. Like he's a great person and he's a great fighter. He's so mild mannered. Like
Yep.
I love Doyle to death. I'm so high on this kid, and hopefully I can get some rounds in with him before the fight.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, he's good everywhere. His clinch is good. His kicks are good. His elbow is good. Everything's good. His tattoo is good.
Yeah. He got some nice tattoos there.
Yeah, his aggression's good. His clinch is good. Man, it's a tough fight for Oliver, but Oliver was so good everywhere too, man.
Yeah. Then Church Street Boxing is
Man,
a good gym. So it's gonna definitely be a good fight, man.
it's gonna
It's
be
I
early
think that's
call for fight of the night.
yeah, that might be yeah. I
You
agree
know what,
100%.
Ray? We didn't. So we never set this up, right? So we didn't work with Keith, and we didn't set up. We didn't set up a way for us to sell tickets. But I'm gonna put up $100 of my own money, and we're gonna name a fighter of the night, and we're giving him $100 from Caveman's Corner. It's gonna
Okay.
be Caveman's Corner fighter of the night.
I'll put 50, you put 50.
Yeah, Ray's like, I'll put 50, and then when we got there, he's like, I'm not 50 cents, Caveman.
I just got a $2 bill, okay, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's do that. We're gonna put up $100 for Caveman's Corner fighter of the night.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that though. I'm down.
Yeah, and then we can pick it, and there's no like it's just on us. It's who we think is the best fighter tonight. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Like we're gonna pick the best fighter tonight, and we're gonna give you $100. You're gonna be
Yep.
the Caveman's Corner sponsored athlete of the night. We'll start doing that. I think that's a good thing for us to do.
I think so too.
Yeah, and if they haven't been on the podcast, then they can't win it.
that's part of the agreement. You gotta be on the podcast.
That's part of the deal. How about that? Or like if we do the AOC Caveman's Corner, that counts too. So like when Ben gets you on, Ben, if you're on with me, Ray, or Ben, you're involved in that. But since Ben's not here tonight, we're making this deal tonight. He doesn't get to pick. I like that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna clip this out and I'm gonna put it up as a clip too.
Okay.
That part. Man, that's a great fight. I probably one of those two guys are gonna win it. And then we got Tharp versus Walker. Man, that Nick Walker stopped Gay Vega. That says a lot. And he's fighting Dylan Tharp, who beat our champ. Beat the champ Isaiah Cat, even though no matter what we think about the decision, whether it was a good decision or bad decision, he still holds a win over the champ.
Yeah.
So I think if he beats Walker, man, he's got to get a shot at Isaiah.
Okay, but how about if Walker beats him?
Man, I don't know.
Does he get a title shot?
Maybe. He doesn't really got a lot of fights though. Like Tharp's got a lot of fights in K-4.
Okay, I give you that. But Walker, I like Walker. He's tall, long, and
rangy. Smoked Gabe. And if he smokes Tharp, he should definitely get a title shot. Like if he smokes him like he did Vega, like you can't not give him the title shot if he smokes him, right? Like, oh, he's watching right now. Hey Nick.
Invite him on.
Yeah.
Can you invite him on, Caveman?
Yeah, send him a link.
How the hell you do that?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm friends with him.
Hey Walker, you wanna come on?
He didn't message back. Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll keep talking while we're waiting for him. But like I'm saying, yeah, if he starts to start, gotta put him on. He needs on for soon for sure. Message Ray or Caveman's Corner right now, and we'll send you a link and we'll jump you on real quick. Cool. This is awesome, man. We're gonna get Nick on. He's just trying to get that $100, dog. That's how we get guys. We gotta pay them.
Oh yeah. All right, let me see something.
Ray's gonna send you a link, and it's gonna be a link, and it's gonna send you to this room, and then you just click yes to the camera, make yourself a name, you can jump on.
All right, let me see.
So if he starts him for sure, you gotta put him in the title contention with Isaiah. As long as Isaiah is okay, I know he just fought and had a tough go of it, but I think he's okay. I think his ribs are all right, so he should be up and back fighting soon. And this is a good title contender fight, man. I'm super pumped to see this fight. It's interesting to see how Tharp's going to deal with Walker's length too. Like Tharp's a big guy too. The clinch is going to be an interesting exchange in there.
Oh yeah.
Then we got a heavyweight title fight. We got Randolph versus Cargill. Man, Randolph was awesome in his last outing for K-4. It was before that we were calling the shows. It was a show that Derek fought on, but man, he put on a great show. He looks really, really good. I was super impressed. Good elbows, good everything. And I don't know much about Cargill. I'll check it out. Like obviously we didn't sit down. We didn't talk about what we were going to even talk about. We just wanted to sit down, and I was so mad about Bubba. I was like, let's do a podcast. And then by the time we started to do the podcast, I was less mad at Bubba. And so Bubba's talking about being on this card too. So maybe we'll see Bubba Norton on here. We'll see.
Hey, Bubba, you here, Bubba?
We already played Bubba's fight in here. Then we got Bollmeyer versus Dorian Gordon. And this has generated a lot of heat online already. These guys are going back and forth.
I had nothing to do with it.
I know. Bollmeyer and Gordon, man, these guys are a little bit ridiculous for guys that don't have a win between the two of them, talking a lot of mad trash. Dorian's not part of 765 even anymore, but they're still sticking up for him. I don't know what's going on. There's like some crazy stuff with these 765 guys. Who knows what's going on?
Who you going for? Who you at? Well, we ain't making picks over them.
Dude, I don't know yet. Like just
we shouldn't make a pick yet.
I don't even know what weight they're fighting at, but I'm gonna say that Gordon was like impressive against Reichart. I'm gonna pick on him. I'm like, man, I feel like I got choked out by Skyler.
With your shorts on.
With my shorts, like he had my shorts on, dog. Like it's tough to beat the shorts. That's true. I forgot about the shorts, Jinx. You got fucked. I have to be careful who I lend my shorts to. Maybe I have them on.
Damn.
If I have my shorts on, you better look out whoever I'm fighting.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see that fight just because they talk a lot of shit and someone's got to win. So someone's always got to go. Usually it's the other way around when you say that.
But that Austin kid got the reach. He's tall, right?
Yeah, he's tall. But dude, he can't grapple at all, man. He got choked out by Skyler with a rear naked choke with no hooks in. Like, I want to see what he's done about his grappling because it's an MMA fight. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this came out. This is the only thing I know about the two guys that fighting. That Austin, they saying that this is what they saying. Oh! Look what we got here.
Good evening.
Hell
good
yeah!
evening.
What's going on, Nick?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, man?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, caught me at like a random time. I was just scrolling on Facebook, watching TV. My girl, I was like, oh, they live. I was like, let me tune in. So they talking about the news and stuff. I was like, oh, UFC and K-4. I was like, K-4 all newsworthy. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Like, for sure, we gotta talk about you, man. You stopped the KO King,
man. Like, but I'm not gonna lie. In retrospect, I did put my foot in my mouth because I was shout out my boy Nat because he went and got that Leon Edwards type KO later on the night. I was like, oh, okay. He had me standing up on my feet. I was like, yep, there goes the knockout of the night. He got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you lost that. Like, I was like, man, that's gonna be the knockout of the night. He KO'd the KO King, and then.
Yep, and then like I said, put my foot in my mouth.
Nat put his foot in his mouth. Man,
unfortunately for him, but he coming back. He came back.
Yeah, that was probably the best knockout in K4 history, man. It was come from behind. Everything was great. It was such a good fight. Not taking anything away from your fight. Your fight was awesome too.
Yeah, the
But
fight was
man,
awesome.
It was a great
that fight's
event,
hard to
man.
top.
It was a great event, and honestly, I can tell you the guys, us guys over at Empire, we're planning on putting together another good show for y'all.
All right.
Yeah, what can you tell us about your other guy on the card?
Okay, which one? So we've got Isaac, there was Hughes, and there's me, and then who else is gonna be
Is
there?
Eddings from your
Exxon.
gym?
Exxon Dervisholi, his poster just got put up the other day.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet. I'm still scrolling up. So that's all. We just we're like, man, we haven't talked about any K-4 fights, so we gotta talk about because it's coming up soon. So we gotta talk some stuff. And then like we said, I'm gonna put up $100 of my own money for the Caveman's Corner fight of the night. So whoever we think is the fighter tonight, we're gonna give $100 to.
Oh, there's my man Dennis. Let's go,
Yeah.
Dennis.
Dennis be like, I gotta run, man. I can't be fighting. I gotta do some running.
Bro, Dennis is different. He outpaces me, man. I thought I got good pace and good cardio, but Dennis got it. Dennis got it in a whole other way.
That's awesome, though, man. He looked really good in his fight too. He didn't tire out. That was really impressed with his fight too.
Great first show. Great debut.
You guys and Liam, man, huge win for Liam too.
Oh
you guys are on a roll.
Man, was it the whole gym? Was it? Yeah, even on Liam first round sub dropped him with like what his second leg kick like in 10 seconds. Like Liam's a great training partner. Sparred him a ton, and honestly, it's expected. And we're gonna see him on the big stage real soon. Like I say that with confidence. Like I don't know. I'm a fight junkie. I watch stuff all the time. I'm always tuning in. As you can see, I'm up on a Sunday night, like listening to Caveman's Corner. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And, like from just what I'm seeing, like I don't know. I'm no fight guru, like, but I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, there's a lot of local guys coming up, man. Like we got Pat Smith, Pat Mix. We got Solomon Renfro coming out of here. We got the Genius, Anthony Romero coming from right upstairs in Canada. Like we got some big name guys on big name shows just all out of this general area. So it's coming, man. Our time is here. I
always try to let guys know that combat sports world is like a lot smaller than people realize. Like we've got great coaching staff over at Empire. Like you guys were talking about Robbie Lawler. Like what is it? Our coaching staff comes from like a similar gym, Middlesex Fighting Systems and stuff.
Yeah.
Chris Herzog, Wally McDonald, just great people.
Did you watch the fight? I almost teared up when he won, dude. I was like, I've never seen him like be emotional in a ring before, dude.
No.
That was so nice.
Like
that
I
was
said,
his last fight, so he was.
I'm sitting in bed watching, like just talking about girl. I'm like, yo, like I wonder how Father Time is gonna allow this story to play out. Like I'm sitting in bed, like usually expecting Father Time, like most fighters go out on their back, and I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna be a back and forth fight. Nico Price is tough and stuff, but under a sub-minute, I stood up. I was stood up with my hands in there. I was like, he did it.
Dude, Nico's tough too. Like I honestly thought Robbie was gonna have a really hard time in that fight. I thought he might gas out. Like I was just so happy for him, man. I was walking into 7-Eleven getting my monsters. Pat Monster, right? Pat. And I cheered in the middle of the store, and like I almost got teary-eyed at paying for my drinks.
And people are probably looking at you in the aisle.
Yeah, they were like, I had the volume up, man. I never knew what I was watching.
They're like, who's this crazy man?
Like another homeless guy off the street.
Hey Walker, so you think if you win this fight coming up, right? You want to go for the title for the next fight?
Bro, gold is always the goal. I'm on a mission for gold. Eyes are always on the prize.
Yep.
I will say I'm not overlooking my opponent. I never do that. Full respect to them. Even Gabe, and I will say I'll clear it up. It was not intentional for me to bump Gabe back in the back of the head during the weigh-ins. I even mentioned it to him right after it happened. It was just an intense moment, and neither one of us wanted to give an inch. And then when we finally turned to face the camera, we didn't turn and step. He just kind of turned and put his arms up, so I did the same. And you're talking about my reach, they're hanging down to my knees. What am I gonna do? He just kind of tapped him on the way up. I didn't beat it. I was like, oh, bro.
Ben talked about that a whole lot, so I'll make sure I let him know when I talk to Ben next.
Yeah, I don't. I
it was an
definitely don't want
accident.
that being my reputation. I ain't no jerk. I'm not trying to like. Nah, I'm just trying to fight, dog. Like it's hard enough to get fights. I'm a nice guy at heart. I swear.
I like it. You seem like awesome, dude. I didn't.
Yeah.
I honestly, when you messaged in, I thought you might be a little bit wild because I thought you did that on purpose. And I was like, oh man, he's gonna talk some trash about Tharp. This is gonna be
Oh
great.
no,
But
nah,
you're
nah,
too
nah.
nice, man. Now we're not gonna get no one to watch because you're gonna be
Hey,
like, it's gonna
I
be a
got a mom
respectful
and dad,
fight.
bro.
And,
I got a
yeah,
mom and dad.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to carry myself. Well, like I'm no like John Jones goody two shoes. Like what is it? But I like to just be me, and I always keep it real. But like I do like to. I am a respectable individual. I like to carry myself with like a certain amount of like class. I'm not afraid to keep it real at the same time, and like in different ways. I will always respect like people. Like I will never just be rude or disrespectful just because I'm not above anyone. I always carry myself with respect, and I always like imagine like treat everybody how you want to be treated and stuff, and always like how you want to be remembered too. Like I didn't say much like during the K-4 show besides like hopping around, kicking, screaming, like putting on a show in fight mode. But after I cooled down, I was like, dang, I didn't even thank nobody. I was just in go mode.
So I got a question for this is like a kind of a serious question, even though we've been joking around. I had Dennis on and we talked, we talked religion and we talked like a whole bunch of stuff about being a good person. Does having someone like Dennis in your gym like rub off on you and really make you think about how you represent yourself,
Oh,
or is this just something
absolutely.
that comes natural to you guys? Because it kind of seems like almost everyone from your gym is like thoughtful in their manner that they present themselves in.
What's the phrase? A rising tide lifts all boats, and it's like
Yeah.
if you have a general good attitude, a great atmosphere, like that encourages like that where the good behavior like just begets each other and is amplified because of it. It's just there's nothing like it because like it makes you want to go back to that room. You look forward, you're never dreading a day. Like there's always going to be support. People are on the same page as you. They have similar values to you. So like not even so what is it, they don't even have to have similar values to you, but they're willing to speak with you and converse, and um was no one ever takes anything personal, or there's never any like big disagreements, or even if you do disagree about something, it's like you're able to find the common ground of like we're reasonable people. Martial arts brings out great aspects of that, but also like our general lives. Like Dennis is a pastor in his daily life, and like you guys know his story and what he's been through.
Yeah, for
Having
sure.
someone like him around like he sets a great example as a friend, as a father, like as a community leader. Like I grew up in Rochester. He transplanted more than a few years ago now, and he's become a pillar like that I like look to and am inspired by in my own community that I grew up in.
Man, that's awesome. It's so good
Yeah.
to have that, and like your story is what I want my gym to be. Like I want everyone to come in and be happy. Like I was so proud of my guys, even though they got beat up a little bit. Like they just decided to go try out for bare knuckle boxing, and they went and did it today. Like, it was crazy. And one of them took on a pro, like my little 15-year-old kid, like fought Bubba Norton, and like I'm just proud of them guys, man. It's cool. It's cool to see.
Hard is hard, and a lot of time, like how I said, the combat sports world is real small. A lot of difference. The main difference between like amateurs and pros is like just time, like experience. Like
Yeah.
as you can tell, like these days the amateur scene, a lot of these guys are getting a lot more skilled. Whether it be like whether they're just starting striking first, or whether they're starting like whether they are fully transitioned into MMA. It's a lot higher level than, of course, like because of the evolution of the sport. Like that doesn't need to be said, but the expectation is almost far higher than it used to be, even at the lower levels. Like it's sharks everywhere now.
Man, like the top guys in K4, except for the 765 guys and Austin. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. They're all better than like I was when I first turned pro. Like the level of MMA is so much different now.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so much better. Everyone is just good everywhere.
Yeah, you're inspired by fights like by performances like Volk and Yair and
Oh man,
fighting slugfest
Volk's
like
so
Dan
good.
Hooker and Jalen Turner last night. But
Yeah.
like and then like but I catch myself I'm doing cardio and I'm watching old K-4 fights.
That's good, man.
It's
That's
like
really,
sometimes
really
I'm like,
good.
oh, let me look at the scene. Like, yeah, I'm more interested in these days. Like, you guys were breaking down the card. I'm like, yeah, I want to hear what they saying about the team. And like, well, I'll tell you about Isaac as a heavyweight, man. Dude's got power. Dude's got speed too. Like, dude's got cardio. Like, he'll push. Like, whether this fight's a heavyweight fight that ends in the first round, or even like we all don't know. I'll be the first to say most people don't want to see a heavyweight decision. But even if it goes to a decision with him, this is going to be exciting all the way through. Do not get it twisted.
That's good to see, man. And we'll be calling it, so it's exciting for us. Like, the less we have to talk, the better.
Man,
We don't want Ray explaining the like. How'd you do a check?
bro, going to be a whole lot of oohs, ahs, and screaming during that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is the cage going to hold up?
Yeah, that's a real thing. Keith just got that cage, man. I hope it's still under warranty. Like,
shout out, also, yeah, shout out Keith, shout out you guys for putting together this show and this production. Like I said in my post victory post, I was like, yo, this is like a really good show. Like we've been around to like a couple different cards as a team and stuff. Like my coaches say they have like a sort of standard that they like these amateur shows to have, even like that we're gonna perform for and that we're gonna be insured by. And he has full faith in you guys, you know. And
that's awesome.
Seeing the production after being a part of it behind the scenes and everything, I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to fight for you guys again. You're like top choice. Like, you know, I want to be there. I see that belt. I want that belt. It's a nice looking one. But I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. Like I said, I got a fight coming up. Dylan Tharp's a tough kid. Doesn't give up on himself, you know. But I never even got to ask you guys. Did you guys ever watch like my fights before my fight with Gabe?
I watched one of your fights there. I didn't see too many of them online, so I only seen one.
Yeah,
so,
I know you guys. Yeah, it was my first K-4 fight, my first Muay Thai fight. I had like 2 K-1 fights before.
Yeah,
I like Muay Thai because it's like I like the clinch aspect of it. Because
it's hard to find full Muay Thai shows, and man, I love. Me and Keith came out through Muay Thai together, and we both love the sport so much, and we both love the clinch, you know. And I'm
yeah,
so excited that K4 has real Muay Thai, and it's so great. I hate K1. No
yeah,
offense to
like,
K1 fighters. I've fought K1 too, but I hate it.
You want to be able to like fully utilize like your skills, fully utilize the clinch. But like you don't want to be neutered in any kind of way. Like a lot of people come. Like I'm a fan of boxing too, but I understand like how MMA fans can be like, "Oh, I don't like boxing; it's neutered." Like, but it's like if you understand boxing, like you understand the nuances and like what makes it good, and like you appreciate it as an art in itself. And so it's like, you know, to each his own, but each has its advantages as well.
Yeah, boxing's beautiful. It's so artful. Like it's artful and it's violent and it's everything that's fun to watch. I love boxing. It's just different. Like you only have two weapons, so you have to be so skillful with them. And man, like finding those holes is so different. Yeah, and that the movement is just it's beautiful to watch how fast and how athletic the guys are to box. And then you see those brutish MMA guys with flat feet just coming out, and it's so different. Like, dude, it's such a different show. Like,
I got into combat sports like from seeing like the recent MMA fighters. I was just like, it's not a tough man sport. Well, it is a tough man sport. I was like, but if you're smart, you should be able to win. I was like, I got into the sport not because I thought I was tougher. I was like, because I thought I could like figure out a way to beat anyone in any given amount of time and any time that I'm allotted.
So it seems like you scout a lot yourself. Did you see the Dylan Tharp Isaiah cat fight?
So I so here's the thing. I watched it prior to like being matched up with him. I didn't like think too much of it, but like I watched it kind of back like now being matched up, and it's weird. Like I watch it less intent. Like I don't know. I watch it less intently because it's like I know thy enemy and know thyself, but it's like don't over obsess about thy enemy because then you will not know thyself. Because so it's like I like how guys always say like, oh, I don't watch tape. I'm only focused on doing what I want to do. It's like, well, you know, I am focused on doing what I want to do, and I want to emphasize what I want to do in like the best ways possible. I don't necessarily look for like the slightest minute detail, but it's like I mean, you know, watch tape. You know how detailed and how deep you want to. You know, discuss stuff with your coaches. Like I'm very involved. My coach Wally, I'm notorious for keeping him held back after classes, just asking him stuff after sparring, after what he saw the weekend, what he thinks about some technique he's been teaching us in class. I would apply it in some different way. He's like, dude, I got kids. my wife's waiting on me. I gotta get home. I'm like, okay,
You're that guy. I have like 3 of you guys in my gym, and they're hard to get out of the building. I'm like, dog, it's 10:30. Dog, it's 11 o'clock. Man, I gotta get home, dude. I'm not gonna have a home to go back to.
it's
You guys.
Bad habits are hard to break.
Anyways, I wanted to just ask, who do you think won that fight?
So that's a tough one because it's like,
So, like, I really got you on the spot because if you beat Tharp, hope you fight Isaiah next. So either way, I'm gonna play this, and then like one of them's not gonna be happy with you.
man, again, what is it? I'm a cop out. What is it? Timeline that fight didn't even matter because Cat wound up fighting my boy Tyler Langley. Tyler had that boy had my man leaning. Tyler had Isaiah leaning over in March like crazy.
Yeah.
2 rounds, unfortunately. You know, the fights happen the way they do. Ty's building back up again. You know, full shout out to the boy, and shout out to Ket too. You know, he had a good showing in April. You know,
dug deep, man. You dug deep.
I was there for the Gladius card. I saw what happened. It was, you know, like Isaiah's tough. You know, he'll never quit on himself. I feel like I've never spoken to him, but I feel like that's one thing from what I've seen in his fight style. He gets hit and like he kind of revs him up just a little bit. You know, like if you think you almost got him, but in terms of him, Tharp, like the fight didn't matter because I feel like they both learned the lessons they needed to, irregardless of the decision. Because, like you guys said, it is so close. It could have been it could have been a draw. Like one of those rounds is almost like dead. Like I'm not saying normalized draws or normalized 10-10 rounds, but like, or people have been like, oh, or 10-9 must system. That's a boxing thing. Also, going back to boxing, like I try to even think about different ways to score MMA or kickboxing, like as to not be 10-9s, but almost like if you scored something like out of a 50-50, like started everything at a 50-50 and you like rated it like maybe in a really close round this person had a 51 versus 49, like, you know, this kind of thing, and overall score like you know, stuff.
Like, not to cut you off, but it seems like sweeps are weighed really heavily by the K-4 judges. But then they don't pick the judges. Like the commission comes in and the judges coming from the commission, so like you have totally different judges every show. Like, but the last couple of shows, it seems like, in my professional opinion, it seems like sweeps are scoring very highly.
Because it's like proper Muay Thai, it's like, you know, balance. Like you don't want to be shown like in a state of weakness on your back, or even like with your opponent behind your back turn running away. It's like someone can get you, like, you know, back to the basics of Muay Thai, like being balanced. Someone can get you
being balanced. That's rule number one.
If someone can get you off of your balance, it's a sign of like them being better at Muay Thai than you know. So it's
all right. So we're gonna let you cop out of this one. You just said whatever.
No, I mean, like,
whoever won.
I watched it in increments. I haven't like watched it like just put it on and watched it like straight through. Like I'm the type to like maybe pause it or rewind. Like, did I see something? Like I said, it depends on how detailed, because some things you notice, some things you don't, some things you notice on a different time through. Some things, because one time I watched it, let's say I watched it twice. One time I watched it, I gave it to Dylan. The other time I watched it, I gave it to Ket. It's literally a toss-up. It could be a draw.
It's tough for us too because we're commentating when we watch it. But I watched it a few times now. I like Isaiah a lot. I like Dylan a lot, dude. I love that Dylan's mom comes to the fights, and like, dude, like, it's so cool to watch his family. Like, I like both guys, but in my opinion, I thought Isaiah won that fight. But like I said, it's close enough to go either way. And
on a real note, like you said, I like these amateur shows because it's like the support. It's not just fight fans, but it's like people that are fans of the fighters. That you know, they paid the money, they took the Saturday night, and they're coming to watch us. And so it's like, you know, shout out to even, you know, to Dylan's mom. You know, she's a supporter of all that we're doing. She's, you know, I wouldn't have an opponent if not for her.
Yeah.
So it's like, I said, I have no animosity. I have no like disrespect to these people. Like, you know, I literally just want to go in there, have a good time, want to fight. You know, like I have stuff, I have goals that I set for myself. They have goals that they set for themselves. things happen, people meet, things don't go as planned, things go as planned for whoever, you know.
Yeah, and that's great to build a brand like K-4. Like we can build local guys again, just like TNT used to. Like TNT, and the day I used to work with Don Lilly, and they launched Pat Mix and Solomon Renfro. You know, like
Mhm.
K-4 is gonna launch a bunch of people too, and
Hey,
like I'm
Caveman,
just
don't
happy
forget
to be
me.
part of it. What's
What
that?
Don't forget me.
what's the
Who?
one girl in the UFC right now that fought in full contact? Jasmine Jazz the something. I think she was.
Yeah.
I don't remember where she's from, but I remember I was looking through some full contact fights and I saw that one had like 49K views as opposed to all the others. I was like, oh yeah, no wonder she's in the UFC now. But
Yeah.
like I said, small world.
Yeah, I called a fight for FCP with um, Barry and Thug Rose too. Like I called fights with both of those for FCP
Nice.
too. And man, they put on some good shows there too. I love Mahmoud. Hopefully Mahmoud and me we can work together a little bit more and promote them a little bit too.
Heck
Um,
yeah. And speaking of promoting, I'm gonna bring it back to the card. Just to shout out more of my Empire teammates. I'm gonna take a shot at his name. Bajo Beer versus my man Garrett Hughes. You know, Garrett had his debut the last time out. If you guys have a good chance to talk to Garrett, he's a cool guy too. Take advantage of that. But Garrett's good in the stand up. He was struggling a little bit, as you guys probably saw with
yeah.
the sweeps adjustment in the latter half of his first fight. But you know, just first fight probably. Like I'm not in his head, but from what I know about Garrett, dude's got the tools to go out there and win a fight. So I know he's gonna go out there. He's got his first fight jitters out the way, whether or not it was jitters, and like I said, from what I know, he's gonna go out there and go to work.
How do you say that guy's name? I know he's from like we were at the same gym. I don't even know how to say his name.
Was it? I just took a look
Abidjal.
at the poster. I was like, a Bajo beer. That's what I assume.
Yeah, Abidjal beer.
If I butchered the name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, I'm
but I
sure
took
we're
a shot at
butchering your
saying it. I
name,
took a
dog.
shot at trying to give you some shine. Because like
Yeah.
I be saying this to a lot of people. What is it? They may be WNY MMA, but it's like a lot of people consider Rochester what upstate New York when they talk about like, oh, where is Rochester in terms of New York State? But I kind of consider Rochester more like Western New York than like because you know we're right near Canada almost, and
Yeah, for sure.
so like when people say Western New York, like I almost think like, you know, we're all in it kind of together. Yeah, we got to fight each other on the scene, like you said, like we were talking about coming up. But it's like everyone's got dreams, everyone's got goals. Like you were talking about Solomon Run for Apache Makes. I don't know who they fought like on the way up, or I don't know if those guys had any connection or any overlap with guys that we would have fought. But like you said, like, you know, you got to fight on the amateur to the regional and eventually make it to that world stage.
That's for sure. And
Oh
we do
yeah.
it through each other too. Like we do it by building promotion. That's really, really good. And
Mm-hmm.
bringing in good
Yep.
people and putting on great fights. And that's what our goal is in the
And,
community, you know?
and besides me from Empire, that's on the card. We got my man Exxon Dervisholi, whose poster had dropped to the other day. And man, Exxon's a monster. Exxon's physically a monster. Like you guys might see him just like and be like, he's a middleweight. Like, and yes, he is a middleweight. He looks like a light heavyweight. Probably walking around dang near heavyweight.
He does. He looks very Russian, actually, looking at this poster.
What is it? He's Kosovian. Shout out Kosovo. What is it?
Damn.
Oh yeah, tough guys over there.
Yep, they built different.
Yeah.
Trust me, was it? I spar, like I said, I spar Exxon. I do conditioning with him. Dude's a machine. Dude, I like I said, I think I have good pace and stuff. We talked about Dennis earlier. Dude is a machine. Like you think Drago had a kid.
And he's fighting WNY guy too, huh?
Yep. So like I said, it may be WNY and Buff, like basically Buff versus Rock, but you know,
He's fighting Malik.
was it? Yeah, I watched. I think I took. Oh yeah, I did glance over one of his fights because I was watching. It was on a card with Dylan's first fight, right?
Yeah. And I sparred Malik a couple times when he was really, really green. So like I like Malik a little bit. And my one of my students, and he trains at WNY2, Derek Patterson, who also has another awesome knockout in K4. He's on the pro scene now, but he trains with Malik all the time, and they get some rounds in. So it's cool to see like all these guys coming up. I'm excited to see that match. Anyone that looks
They're a
Russian
good
is
accredited gym. Like I said, I will never take nothing away from any opponent because it's like we got to get up for these fights too. Like I want to wake up. I want to have I want to have a good fight. I want to wake up and think that like I got a good challenge to face. Like I want to test myself. I want to push myself. I want to be the best version of myself. Like who are you waking up and getting those extra runs if you're thinking like, oh, this is about to be an easy fight. I don't got to do it. I can have cookies tonight. Are you thinking like, yo, like I want to make sure my defense is on point. I want to make sure my striking is on point. I want to make sure my clinch is on point. I want to make sure you want to make sure I'm on point for this fight because it's like,
and I'm gonna eat cookies tonight.
nah, no cookies.
Ray's eating the cookies.
Oh yeah.
No cookies. Yeah, no cookies tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta wait to cut.
Oh man, this will cut some weight and make you shit.
Oh no. Oh no! If I ever brought that in the gym, oh my god, Coach Chris, I love Coach Chris. He's my favorite. He's been around me. He's been around the block. He's just the OG of the fight game. Super knowledgeable. And if he saw you with that in the gym, he would just get real close up to you and just get real quiet. Get that shit out of my gym right the fuck now.
Oh man, I drink like 10 of these a day.
Oh
Bad for you, Caveman.
Like, why? I don't see how you're not jumping up after, how you're not jumping into the cage after Nat
I did. I jumped in. I interviewed him. I get to go in there and talk shit.
That's true.
Triple front flipped into there after 10.
Well, hopefully I'll be in there to interview you again too, man. Like it's really fun going in there. Like you guys, it's such a cool experience to be in there with you. You know, like celebrating the wins, and then sometimes I get to talk to the losers too. And like I just like, man, it's like I love this to just tell you guys, great show. You know, like you don't want to like talk to someone after they lost, but like sometimes you just have to be like, man, that was awesome, dude. Like don't keep your head up.
But yeah, Fight Nut, I was waiting for you guys to even announce what Gabe's new fight. I got to go watch his new point because I want to.
Yeah, he's Gabe Vegas taking on Sage Montgomery. I just sparred with Sage last week Saturday. They came in and they did some sparring with us. I sparred with all the Boomer guys that are fighting soon, and got some good rounds in with them guys. And man, Sage looks Sage got his work cut out for him. Like Vega's gonna be coming back tough, man, after you.
Yeah.
And like I like try to emulate Gabe a little bit. Like it's a little bit tough for me because I'm a lot taller than him. But
we're chatting it up after our scrap, and yeah, like how I said, I know you guys interviewed Gabe before our fight, and how I said like I don't too much into stuff like I tuned in like a little bit, but I was like, I'm not trying to get to know the dude. I gotta like I'm like I do right now, but I did went back a little bit and, like because when I was there with him, he like dude was tough. I was like right while watching it, there like and that's what I mean about nuances. I don't know if like people can in full speed like realize like most of the time instances where I was like hitting him where he was like walking and making like walk back and stuff, but like when I would hit him like say with the right hand like right off rip it like what he blitzed me with the click kick or something, I just cracked him right away and I felt it and I kind of like felt his head and I was like, oh, this dude's he might be a little hard to put away in terms of like trying to get him out of there up top. Like
and he went right to the body, dude. That's smart.
Like, oh, dude play football. It's like, oh, he's used to contact. No, because rugby a little bit. So I was like, oh, okay, like it would make sense. Like how you kind of understand people's energy while you're in there because we threw at each other and then like we almost like stepped back because like I said, I landed on him good and I almost like caught his eyes and we just both like just darted back in because like you knew from the face off, neither of us wanted to give an inch.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that was going to be a great fight, man. I didn't know too much about you, and I knew that Gabe had that big knockout, and I almost feel bad for you. I feel like I kind of jinxed Gabe. I was like, man, Gabe's going to go in there. He's got that big overhand, lots of power, and he's like, no, I'm a student of the game. Like, I hope I didn't like change his game plan, like get in his head and like blow it up a little bit. But,
I didn't read too much into it. I know I was hamming it up a little bit for the rear out. I know you got, but because what is it? Because credit to him, he got a 22-second knockout. What is it? I got a big. big up our own victories and stuff. But he, like I said, he was a tough opponent. I don't want people going back and thinking, oh.
Bad service.
Verizon called him for his bill.
Damn. You mean cricket?
Sorry, Nick. That was just a joke, dog.
Yeah.
I think we lost Nick, man.
Wait. We lost him like we lost Shamrock.
Yeah, he's gone. All right, I'm gonna we'll take him out. That was Nick Walker, folks. He's fighting on the K-4 card. If we get him back, we'll have him back in. But we're gonna get off the air soon. It was great to have him in, man. Like it was awesome. Like, and you guys on K4, if we're ever doing a podcast and we don't have a guest, man, feel free to chime in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll pop you up in on here. We got a lot of love for K4 guys. If you got any local fighter, if you you want to message us and jump on in, like always feel free. We'll always make some time.
Oh yeah, we
put you in here.
Yeah, me and Caveman is fighters friendly.
Most fighters.
Yeah, most fighters. Yeah.
It's cool to have him on. We got to put him in the pool for $100 now.
Yeah. I
think he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, he's back.
I don't know what happened. My fault.
We were just saying that it was Verizon call and asked for his bill. I don't want to say that behind your back, so I gotta say it while you're here, dude. Like I would say that if you were here or not. So I just want to make sure I say it to your face.
That's all good. But yeah, I think I was saying something about I want to big up our victories. But yeah, he was a tough dude, respectable kid. But when it came to, like I said, when it comes to the fight, it's just business is business. I don't, like I said, I don't dislike him. I never bumped him on purpose. I immediately apologized right after. I apologized to him and his girl because I'm like, it's not how we carry ourselves. That's not how because like I said, I want to represent myself, represent my gym, my family, my parents, like all that stuff. Like I came from a good home.
That's awesome. Like we were saying, Sage Montgomery is going to be fighting Gabe Vega. Boomer guy versus Gabe. That's going to be a great fight. Keith don't give none of his guys easy fights. I feel sorry for the Boomer guys, man. They always get they get some tough ass dudes.
Why I like K4 and like some of these more recent amateur shows is because it's like you got shows where guys are fighting amateur title fights and I don't want to sound disparaging, but like they don't have the best records. Like whether it be they're going off multiple losses, knockout stoppage losses, and they're getting thrown in title fights. Whether it be like a mismatch or just like both guys that don't have the best of like, whether it be guys that are available that could fight for that title, and like these guys get that title and they're able to like hold it up and kind of say like, hey, I'm the best around, and it's like, just respect, you got the title and stuff, but it's like the other guys that are good, that are also in place to fight for those, they're quick to be like, hey, I got something to say about that, man. Like you gotta come see me. Like I want to see you about that.
Yeah, man. Everybody at 765.
Yo, stop. Honestly, I think that beef you had with them is almost what drew me more into like I need to be watching this shows a little bit. I need to figure out what all this drama is. I don't even know what the beef is to this day. Deontay Wilder, to this day, I don't know.
It's funny because it started out, I had one of their guys at my gym to come train. I had them over at my place to work out for the couple shows ago. And I don't know how it turned into this thing. And all of a sudden, Ray turned into heel. One day, Ray's like, watch this, Caveman. I'm going to be the bad guy commentator. And all of a sudden, man, it was on.
Man, you could be a bad guy commentator. I'll be a bad guy fighter because every fight, I'll be feeling my villain arc. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Before I got disconnected, I never felt disrespected, or I never felt by you saying like, "Oh, he's the KO king." Like I know I hammed up while I was on the mic, but it was a lot of. I don't think guys like my kind of build, or even like me myself, I don't think I get underestimated at all. At least I hope not. I mean, God forbid I do.
Like
at your own risk. Underestimate me at your own risk. But make my life a little bit easier.
No offense, dude, but you're like too big and too dark to be underestimated, man. You're a scary dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh, was
You
it? Yeah,
like John Jones, man.
that face off with Gabe. Like, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a crazy rah-rah. I don't need to talk a lot. Like, I don't even try to intimidate guys in the face off. I just kind of stand 10 toes down. Like I'm unfazed. Like, yo, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here by accident. Like I planned for this. Like I
Mhm.
trained for this. Like I expected this. I wanted victory. It was like I trained hard because I wanted it.
Yeah.
I didn't do this on accident. Like kind of like, oh, like let's see where the chips fall where they may. Like I want the chips to land a certain way.
You smart, man. You smart. You strong mentally. You know, you don't let stuff like that distract you. You did for
Mhm.
business. You did to get that W. So
Because it's like, yeah, it's like the goal is the same irregardless of
right.
if one person, like honestly, like, and that's why a lot of guys during the COVID thing with the UFC Apex, they're like, oh, I kind of need a crowd. It's like, bro, I will fight you the same in front of
Right.
nobody as in front of 20K people. I will fight you the same if I'm not getting paid for it as to if a certain amount of money is on the line. Dang, I shouldn't have said that because for future promoters, they might pull this out and be like, yo, we got him. Don't pay him nothing. But
I'll bleep this part out somehow.
dang, we got him. Like, you gotta erase it, man. But yeah, like, or I don't gotta dislike or like anyone. Like, I even told that to like one of my opponents. I was like, yo, I don't gotta like or dislike anyone to fight them any harder. Like, I want to win. Like, I'm like, a little insight as a kind of competitor. I'm not someone who like wants to gloat about the victory, but god dang, yeah, I hate losing. I do not want anyone to be able to like. I had one of my best friends like growing up. Like if we ran 100 meters and I beat him, I'll be like, oh yeah, good race, good go, man. You'll get him next time or something. If he won, jumping up and down, oh, you suck. You should stop running. You should just grab a walker for the rest of your life because you should never like. And I was like, that just burned me. Like, so I'm like, nope, not losing, not doing that no more. And
Man,
the
that's
fighting stuff, it's like you can't take this back. It's like what is it? Like yeah, we train for a certain moment, and that's why I do feel bad for people that whether it be because like a record or like even the outcome of a fight, it's almost like reading the front and end cover of a book without like reading like the meat and the ending of it without reading like the meat inside. Like you don't like a unanimous decision. You don't know if it was a hard fought one. You don't know if it was a breeze, like a one-sided domination. You don't know if like it was just super close. Like dude just barely inched out the rounds, barely like, bleeding from both his eyes and ears. Missing teeth. Like that's why I said like I'm a fight fanatic. I like to like watch the fights because it's like a story in itself.
I love the fights too. And just to take a little bit of the bad guy shine off of Ray. Ray sold some tickets for the fight and then he gave it to the 765 guys too,
Yeah.
the ticket sale money. So like he's a big soft at heart. So like I didn't want to tell the story before the fights, but now that the fights are over and the 765 guys aren't really on the card, I can spill the beans a little bit. So Ray's a good guy deep down inside, even though like he got really mad when that whoever the loaded guy was talking some shit though. Remember that guy said he was gonna smack you? That was the only time I seen Ray actually really mad at them guys.
Oh my God.
All the rest of the stuff was just jokes until then.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, like I don't really post a lot on social media. I'm just kind of reserved to like, yo, not even like business promos. Like, you get to know me. Like, you'll like, don't try to base me off of like an internet profile that like you can see. Like, like Instagram is one way for everybody. Facebook is like everyone can share an opinion on Facebook or something, but it's like, but you're not really like having the back and forth conversation. So it's like, so you only get so much, and so I'm like, if people want to meet me, they can meet me, or like
Now we can watch this.
or they'll watch this, or I'll speak to them like in person or something. But it's like I'm not one of those guys where I'm constantly shit, I'll share like my family's business, like the Livy's Jamaican restaurant. Like I'll share stuff I want to get the word out about. Like I'll share stuff that I want people to see. Like I'm not just if a meme's really funny or something crazy, like maybe you gotta throw it up. But it's like for the most part, I try to like, hey, like if you're gonna click on Nicholas Walker the page or something and scroll, I want you to I want you to see stuff that you might be interested in.
Your family has a restaurant?
He posted it on Facebook. When I go to Rochester, I'm gonna definitely check it out, man.
I walked out
I'm
in
gonna
the
check it
shirt,
out.
so that would live forever. So that
I
knockout would
want
live
that
forever with
jerk
that shirt.
chicken. I
Yeah.
want that
Hey,
jerk chicken, beef patty.
send Ray. Are you friends with Ray on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Send Ray the link to the link or like a page, and then I'll link it into the description of this. So then, like we'll give them like if they click on this to watch you, they can just click and see the restaurant too.
Yes, sir. The restaurant, for anyone interested, it is here in Rochester, New York. Libby's Jamaican Restaurant and Import Market at 1583 Howard Road in Westgate Plaza. And that's just a quick plug for them. Shameless. I did walk. I walked out in the Libby's shirt and my 10th Planet Empire Academy sweatpants. But because I was asking my parents if we had a hat before, he got the boss. I was asking if we had a hat before for the Empire shirt, but I really wanted to show off the restaurant because it's like I said, I come from a good home. My parents have given me a lot. Like I am the person I am today because of the village that helped raise me.
Next time I'm up in Rochester for the fights, I'll come up a little bit early and I'll try and grab some food up there.
Yeah.
Heck, they might even cater. Yeah.
That'd be great. Like I'd love to man, I'd love to support all fighters any way that we can. And hopefully we can give you that $100 so that we put on a good show, you know what I mean?
Hey, I mean, it's gonna be a good one. Like I said, Dylan's got a good style. I never even said nothing really about him. He's got a good style. Dylan, if you're watching this, if you're tuning in, I know you're probably not. Probably couldn't give two dangs about this. But yeah,
he didn't pay his Verizon bill. He can't get on and watch.
It's gonna be a good one. The more you guys watching me, the more you guys are gonna understand my style. I like to fight, all action. I like to push the pace. I like to get in there. You know, martial arts. It's like I don't care really or it is an expression of yourself. It is art. Like I'm not gonna go as far as to say, oh, I'm making art right now. Like this is me, who I am in this moment. Like, bro, I'm trying to win a fight. Like, like I'm trying not to get punched in the face. I'm trying not to get kicked in the head. Like I'm trying to do all the damage and not take any. Like and so good luck to you. Good luck to everyone that watches. Thank you to everyone who's gonna come out and part with their hard-earned money. Or when you're buying tickets online, use that promo code Walker.
Nice.
Your boy might have a future in this, Caveman. I'm just playing.
You got a long way to go, dude. You should have been like the whole time promo code Nick Walker. Like,
hey, I'm trying. Hey, you gotta visualize where you want to be, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
It's gonna be a good one. I like to put on good shows. Like, we train hard, and we want to put on good fights. We want to put on good shows. I want you guys to want to watch me fight. Like, it's how we're gonna make our money.
Man, I was so impressed. I will be tuning into every fight of yours that I can possibly watch.
Yes,
if you got a streaming site, like send them to me. I will put your name in and I will watch the streaming stuff. I want to support you guys as much as I can. Anyone that comes to K-4 and puts on a show like you do, like for real, man, that was a good show. And you stopped a really tough guy.
You're Walker. I'm a big fan, bro. I'm a big fan of yours. I like your style. You hit hard. You got the long reach. You know what I mean? I like your style, brother.
I didn't get to say it in my K4 interview because, like I said, I was all hyped up. Thank you to my girl, Kanae. Thank you to my friends and family. Thank you to my teammates, my coaching staff. Thank you to everybody who's watching this right now. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who tunes in the future. And this is what I did say in my last K4 interview. I'm coming back to get them goddamn dubs.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you, Nick. Send that stuff to Ray, and then we'll post it in the link when I post this interview tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're live now, so everyone can watch it, but we repost it later. All right. Have a great night, man. Take it easy, guys. Thank you. Man, Nick Walker jumped in. That's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta when I go to Rochester, I gotta try that Jamaican restaurant for real.
Yeah, so for real, when he sends you that link, and then I'll put it in the tag like I did for all the stuff for Josh Barnett. We had Josh Barnett on. And then we got one more fight. We got Mackenzie McGrove. She's been trying to get on this card for like fucking ever. Like every fight she's trying to get on there. She's fighting she's fighting Emily Laquita from SGP Fight Club. I'm sorry if I killed your name. That girl looks bad, but like looking at her picture right now, like that looks like it's gonna be an interesting fight. If I knew I was gonna have Nick on, I would have had his poster ready to pop up like we did the fight with Josh and Bubba. But we'll do better with. I'm learning how to use the software a little bit, so we'll have better ads and stuff too. And we put the poster up, and we'll put the scroll on the bottom for the fighters. One more time, if you guys are buying your K-4 tickets, you can use promo code Walker, and then he'll get credit for the tickets. And that's the only way the amateur fighters make money, unless they win the Caveman's Corner Award and they get the $100 from us.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. Any other fight news going on in your life, Ray?
No.
I heard they asked you to try out for bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, BK.
Huh? You're not down with the OPP or what?
Nah, I'm done. I'm so done.
That makes me sad, Ray. Oh, you know who's
sorry.
watching? Jacob Nathari was watching. I wonder if he I wonder when he liked it. Probably when we were talking about 765.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I'm just playing, man. I don't really dislike them. I was like super mad about the shit that they said about Raycart's grandma or mom or whatever. But
Yeah.
when they took that down, like I felt better about them as people. I was really hot that night, and I said some mean things that I probably should take back, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I don't like that.
Ever said. Some people say bad stuff. They don't take it back. So
yeah, like you can't take it back once you say it, but like you can't say shit about people's family, man. Like I don't.
Right. Right. You know.
Like I would never say no shit about your family. I would just make fun of you and how bad a fighter you are. Like
just make fun of me.
Yeah, like you don't cross certain lines. Unless you're actually doing like if you're banging a girl, be like, I'm banging your girl. Like you could say that, I guess, but like, you shouldn't never talk about mom. But you can't say it if you're not doing it. Like
yeah, you gotta be really doing it.
Yeah. You can't like say you're banging some girl like that. You can't do shit like that. If you're doing it, you gotta do it. You just be about it. Any word on future guests?
I'll reschedule Frank Shamrock's. And then I'm working on I gotta figure a time for Mark Coleman.
Well, I want to do the Hammer House one. Any headway on our man Aaron Howard?
I sent them I sent them a friend request on Facebook. So
yeah.
So I got checked on that, and then I might have to send them a message on Facebook too.
Yeah, Harold Howard
if you don't accept my friend request.
Yeah, Harold Howard is my guy I want on more than anyone else. Oleg could be pretty good too, though. The first tough.
Yeah, Oleg. I gotta set up a time for that. He's down for that. And then Caveman, we gotta talk about fans that wanna be a little 10 minutes of a host for 10 minutes or whatever.
Oh yeah. We'll set that up. We can do that too. We get a Patreon, and then you can do the Patreon. You can come on the show for 10 minutes and be a host.
Yeah, Ed Rogers would definitely be the first one, I guess.
Yeah,
we get him on.
Yeah, Ed Rogers gave us enough stars that he can come on anytime he wants. And then after this, I'm gonna set up a message with you and him. I'll send you guys both the schedule, and we can work out when you guys want to come in, do a class and stuff.
Okay.
It'd be great to have you both in, man. The room needs some more big guys. I got your cousin is a giant motherfucker, dude. He is so big and strong. Needs some more big guys. I was rolling him like for I don't know a long time today, and he's a big dude. Like I'm sore today.
He's good. He go whoop my ass, Caveman. My little cousin go whoop my. My little cousin go whoop my ass.
Now, if you wear that stinky ass shirt you haven't washed since we rolled like 10 years ago.
Oh man,
he's getting good though, dude. Like I showed him the secret of passing today. Like it's not gonna be so easy to recover guarding him now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. You better come back.
I want to see him. I would like to see him compete.
Yeah.
in a tournament or something.
I think he's gonna do the classic in September or whatever the Rearwork show is in September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll be we gotta have Ketry on again to talk about that, or Gatilis or whoever's gonna
Okay.
run the show. We'll get someone on to talk about that show. What else is going on? I think that's it. Catelyn, Baby Stamp wants to come on, and Catelyn Phillips girl wants to come on. And let me look at my messages real quick because I want to talk about this on air. This guy, this is Andrew, my new opponent. What about tomorrow night? This guy's trying to set it up for tomorrow. I invited him on tonight. This is Andrew. Like he doesn't type so good. That's hard to read what he said. But he's fighting Charles Garner, and if this is the guy I think it is, the guy that was gonna fight Reichart, because this is a different profile than I talked to last time. This guy's in trouble, man. Charles Garner's a pro. He's for real. Like he's a good ass boxer, man. Like
Yeah.
and this is that kickboxer guy, I think. So I'd like to talk with him too. I'll be like, man, you sure you're down with this one? Like this one could be bad. But it seems like that reservation show's back on, the Ben Butcher show.
Yeah, I seen that.
When is that gonna be?
I think like the 15 or something like that. I was trying to get Benny the Butcher on here. Let's see if it could happen.
Yeah. I like to talk about that show. It's so weird that like we didn't hear about a show. All of a sudden there's a show, then there's no show, and now it's gonna be in the future. Like I don't know.
It's small fishy here, Caveman.
Yeah, it smells scammy. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out though.
And the way the guy was talking, it didn't seem like there's any commission or anything. Like, dude, this guy is like an amateur with like no recorded fights. He shouldn't be fighting a pro boxer, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that ain't right.
It's just like what happened earlier. Like, there's no way. Well, I mean, like this is just a tryout, but Josh and Bubba, like that's not really a fair matchup. Like, I don't know. Like, the world's in chaos right now.
Yeah.
But bare knuckles, like it is what it is. It's whatever. That's a tryout. That's not like a something they're selling tickets to. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Tickets for this show.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Reichart is fighting Skyler in Ohio.
In Ohio, yeah. I heard Mark Coleman's gonna be a special guest over there.
Yeah. When we get Coleman on, we're gonna tell him about the 765 guys.
Yeah.
And tell him to watch that fight.
And tell them to show for Josh.
Yeah. If Skyler beats Josh, man, we gotta have Skyler on.
Yes. And I got and if okay, if Skyler beat Josh, I'll kiss Skyler's ass.
I'll be like, it's an MMA fight, right?
Yes.
Man, if Skyler, if you submit Josh, I'll give you $250. You heard it right here on Caveman's Corner.
Ooh.
$250 if you sub him. Not if you knock him out, like whatever. Like that's just you guys. But if you sub him, I'll give you $250 cash. Right here on Caveman's Corner.
Yeah. Better be working on your jiu-jitsu skills.
He's gonna do it now, dude. He's gonna hit like,
I know, right?
I'm gonna have to pay that motherfucker. I will pay you if you do it though, for real. I don't care. Like, I'll work overtime and make that money and pay you back. I'll be slaving at my machine shop to make you some cash, but I will do that.
You hear that, Skyler?
Yeah, you hear that, Reichart? You better not cost him 200. Reichardt's gonna like throw the fight for 125.
Oh man.
Just split that shit.
Yeah, because
like
you were
Derek
making fun
and
of his voice.
What's that?
Because you were making fun of his voice that one episode.
Yeah, I did because he stiffed us. So $250 to him, $100 to the Caveman Corner fighter tonight at K-4. Me and Ray are gonna pick that. I think we're gonna be doing some podcast with Ben. We were supposed to do one tonight. I don't know what happened. I haven't really talked to Ben though. It might have been my fault, so we'll figure that out. And then next week we'll have somebody. Whenever we get Frank Shamrock, we'll make an announcement. We'll put the thing in. But please like and support us. Subscribe, send us stars. We're set up a Patreon. We're gonna be making a we already have a Facebook page. We'll be making an Instagram page soon, so Ray can go wild on that too. And whenever he's banned from all the other stuff, he can put it on there. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you did it. You got Ken Shamrock.
Yep.
And we'll make fun of him because he was nice to him, even though he made fun of my haircut.
Yeah,
and
he was.
yeah.
Shamrock was nice today.
Good. I'm glad you guys had a good time. And I'm proud of you, Ray.
Wait. What's this?
What's that? He said, don't forget, let's go next week to Integrity.
Yeah. I'm ready, Ed.
John Forster. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome, John. Thank you, man. We appreciate your viewing us. Please like and subscribe.
Hey, John, next podcast, we go work on Frank Shamrock. We had Ken the other day. Friday, we had Ken Shamrock. Is that up, Caveman, on YouTube?
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
It's up? Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna watch the show. I want some rice dog.
Oh, I know he's talking about that rice I had with the Patolios.
Yeah. That sounds racist. As a racist, I'm just kidding. Remember when I had Coleman on? He said all this stuff. So, like, I'm not going to say what Coleman said, but we had Coleman on, and he was so drunk. And he was talking mad shit to Ray. Wow. It was so funny because we had him on for, like, over 6 hours.
And then, like, the first 2 hours, it wasn't even live on. We wasn't even recording. Remember?
Yeah, we couldn't because he was like, we couldn't even really understand what he was saying. He was, like, so drunk. And I had to edit so much of that podcast out because he said so many horrible things. But he's not racist really at all. Like, I don't want to give that impression. If I thought he was racist, I would have posted that stuff. But he was just drunk and having a good time with Ray. And, like, man, like, he was going through a tough time. So I wanted to, like, not put his name through the mud. I mean, I probably could have made a lot of money if I did that. But, like, I still have that, actually. So maybe someday if he ever really pisses me off. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, we weren't even supposed to do a podcast with him. He just called Ray, and he's like, "Oh, let's do it right now." And we were podcasting with someone else, and we hung up. We kicked off. We had Corey on. It was Corey. I had Corey in the studio. I was like, "All right, Corey, you gotta go home." Corey Chapman. He was training with he was training down in Arizona with
Oh yeah. Then we kicked him off. Hey, we got Mark Coleman. Bye.
Yeah, you gotta go, Doc. You just go sit over here, and we turned his mic off, and we the Mark Coleman interview.
Oh, but that was funny. We kicked him out.
Matt Hughes' game, he'll message you.
Oh, okay, Ed. Yeah. We were talking about that. Me and Ed was talking about that. Ed said he'd been talking to Matt, and he was
That's awesome, dude. Matt Hughes was one of my heroes, dude. I have his walkout song on the playlist, and I thought about coming out to it a couple times, but I didn't want to carry the weight of the song. I don't think I could hang like Matt Hughes. But my wife knows how much I love Matt Hughes, dude. I would cry when he lost. Like, I was so upset. And when he beat Hoist Gracie, it was like I love Hoist Gracie too, but like he smashed Hoist Gracie with jiu-jitsu too.
It was like, hey, Caveman, it was like back in '93 versus the modern times MMA.
Yeah, dude. Like, and Hoist Gracie popped hot for steroids that time too.
Yeah, you're like, fuck that. These guys are strong. I gotta take some steroids.
Yeah. And Matt Hughes still beat him, dude. Hughes is such a tough guy, and like it's inspirational how he's come back from that the accident he was in too. So it'd be great if you could get Matt Hughes, dude. He's one of my personal heroes too.
Yeah, Ed could come with us on that one too for a host.
Yeah, for sure, definitely for sure.
Yeah,
I just saw some video of Matt Hughes like teaching, and like he looked pretty good. It was like really cool to see, man. It made my day.
Yeah, his jiu-jitsu, he got when he was fighting with Pat Miletich, he was training with him, I should say, and his jiu-jitsu is great.
It's really, really good. It's probably the most underrated part of his game.
Right.
Striking was
he was such a good wrestler.
Yeah. Like people just miss that the grappling. See ya, Ed. Have a good night, man. Thank you.
All right, Ed, man. I'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, I will I'll hook you guys up. It'd be
All
great.
right.
Cool. All right, I appreciate you, Ray. Thank you very much for coming on with me. I wanted to talk about like I said, I was irate about the Bubba thing, and then I was kind of happy that he messaged Butch, so I'm not mad anymore, even though I was
Okay.
mad for a minute.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see. I'm really proud of Josh for hanging with him, man. Like it was awesome to see.
Yeah. Like I said, man, K-Man, I'm proud of them. They came to fight. You know, they expect both of them, man. They came to put, you know, they was doing their thing, and you know, cardio hits. You know, you gotta, you know, fighting with no cardio sucks, man.
Yeah, it sure does. All right.
All
We're
right.
out of here. This is a long one, anyways. So good night, guys. Thank you.
Good night,
Please like,
everybody.
subscribe, support. Peace.
We see you next time.